Button, button, button. Okay. All right. I did it. Clicked all the buttons. I think this is it. Congratulations. You have found a very special show on the internet we call Date Night.
Hello.
Welcome to our date.
This is a game that I invented in my head, and these guys decided, yeah, sure, let's do it. I am DM Matt, and somehow, while I took these players out for Burger King instead of McDonald's, the Burger King drive-through staff knew that they were kidnapped, and now I'm the one kidnapped. And leading the charge is Ian playing Romardo.
Yes. On the road to Belinomes. Try to rhyme that name? Am I crazy? No. This was a calculated risk.
Sitting shotgun is Shefa playing Sheva.
I am just here for the liquor.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I had so many jokes that just went through my head. Sorry. And sitting in the back of the van, staring at me with a shotgun is Nate playing the Kraken.
Are you prepared for justice?
No.
It's a lot more frightening with a shotgun reference.
It got so scary. See, I knew where I went wrong. I shouldn't have went to Burger King. Their staff knows someone being kidnapped and the process of it. They knew right away. I couldn't order those fries. I tried to get those jalapeno snappers. They didn't let me get them.
It would have been better to go McDonald's. They're all dead inside. They don't care.
Yeah, well, next time I kidnap you guys, it's McDonald's all the way. Anyways, this is a show where we roll tiny little dice virtually because we are thousands of miles apart, and it tells us if we did something good or bad, or if we just maybe picked our nose. Our players are pretty deep into this game already, so we're gonna do something a little different. Just to catch up anybody who happens to just be stopping by for a split second. Ian, what is one thing Romardo remembers vividly from the campaign so far?
One thing Romardo remembers vividly watching the clone of himself melt away when the spell reached its end and feeling it happen to himself.
Oh, God.
That is true. That did happen.
Yeah, he would.
So what he's referring to is Romardo, Ian's character, can kind of pick and choose from different magic that he watches and learns how to do different spells. And one of them is a duplication clone type spell. And unfortunately, they got to go somewhere. They can't just live out in this world. So he had to watch them die.
It's a very visceral version of Naruto shadow clones.
Yes, absolutely. Shefa, what is something that Sheva remembers so far from the campaign?
Spay neuter your pets.
Spay and neuter your pets, which refers to an entity somewhere deep inside Sheva's head that asked for a phrase to latch onto, and that's what Sheva went to. The entity seems to be very powerful, but very confusing, and sometimes does things at random that are good. So who knows what that's about?
We're not.
Haven't quite figured that out yet.
And last but not least, Nate, what's something the Kraken and or Barnaby has really latched onto?
It's the maximum Grundle damage.
Which refers to, of course, the fight with the God of War, where everyone, including all three clones of Romardo, decided to attack one specific area of the God of War, and I had to max out all the damage and double it, because there's only so much Grundle damage you could take.
Which is legit.
I mean, it's very true. With that said, we're not caught up, but those are some things that you can expect here at Date Night. So I'm going to let you, the viewers, now reflect on that while we all take 15 seconds of reflection while we listen to our intro song.
And my dog barking at me in the back.
All right. Nate, would you mind pulling up the stream, please?
Oh, yes. I am
We
slacking.
will jump into NATO Vision. The party has just left Pinewood Pass, which was a city stuck in a 24-hour loop. The party has gotten this town out of the loop, and now they are on their first ever adventure outside of that loop. And the first thing they see on their couple-day journey so far, heading back towards Belanomus, they see 2 trees that seem to be moving a little bit. And that is actually exactly where we pick up after we jump into NATO Vision. Here in 3, 2... NATO Vision!
Where
All right.
is our cart?
That's right. You guys have a cart.
And a horse.
And
Tiffany.
a horse. And I made it. I made it in the wrong map. So now I have to go find it.
No.
It's okay.
You don't get 100 viewers or followers because of maximum Grundle damage. I'd be very sad.
Maximum Grundle damage. I just did the Grundle voice from the homebrew, and now I'm super excited. I accidentally did that.
I was actually about to ask, like, if you'd gotten far enough in that to know they have a character named Grundle, because that amuses me to no small end.
2 weeks in a row I've worked by myself. I've done nothing but listen to the homebrew, and I'm proud of myself.
That's awesome.
Yep. They're awesome. They're good. They're just pretty cool people in general. So here, Nate, your horse Tiffany,
Yep.
your cart, and Shelly, who is the group's healer. He is a robot that only had healing darts for guns, but he is currently offline.
Sure.
He seems to be permanently offline. But with that, you guys are heading towards Belanomus. You finally hit a patch of forest that is kind of on the already made trail. What would you guys like to do? I lied. I have to get 2 rolls from you guys first. All of you roll 2d8. Don't add anything to them, but make sure you know what those numbers are.
What are those numbers?
While they do that, look at this cup. My wife made it for me, who is definitely not off-screen producer Carly.
Hey.
I hope these rolls were for something important, because I
think we all kind of...
You guys, okay. All right,
We
so
were awesome.
this is a game. Once again, if anyone's brand new, this is a game that only rolls. The highest dice we're gonna roll is a D8, 8-sided dice. Did anyone roll below a 5?
Nope.
Nope, not at all. 5 being our first official fail roll, so they all passed. I don't even need to ask for their modifiers. All right, well that's gonna help you guys later down the road. Anyways, for now, you guys, Sheva, you have noticed what you have identified as Ents on either side of the trail. Did you communicate that with everybody, or did you just whisper it under your breath?
No, I yelled it. Fucking Ents!
Okay.
What the fuck? The trees move here?
3 people. Didn't we meet one earlier?
Did we honestly met so many strange people? I'm starting to forget.
Well, Barnaby would not know that because Sorry, guys. Rewind. Tree people. Oh my goodness.
Nice. You guys do hear the trees communicating back and forth, going, "What are you doing?" The other one goes, "Wait, shut up, man." "You get out of here." The other one's like, just wait. Like, give me 5 minutes. Shut up. What would you guys like to do?
It seems like an invasion of privacy what you're doing.
The other one just like it freezes in its most tree-esque pose. The other one goes, "Yes, stop pretending. It's quite offensive."
Margo just like stands up in the back of the cart and like pantomimes into a frozen position. He's like, "Oh look, this works. You can't see me now, right?" I don't know why I actually did it.
Perfect tree. Whoa, that's crazy. I'm also a tree. Don't worry about it.
Racist. Bunch of racists. Just generalizing trees into things that stand still. What about rocks?
Is this normal around Belinomas? Do lots of trees like freeze like this?
I mean, they don't usually walk, but sometimes they do.
That's my first time meeting a tree person.
Well, it's pretty interesting. They do not like fire. They do not like when Shelly goes camping. Oh, Shelly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Shelly.
What?
Oh.
Oh, why, Shelley?
One of the
You're
trees emerges from the forest.
Ask myself.
Sorry. One of the trees emerges from the forest and goes, "Who are you guys?"
Me llamo es Romardo.
Okay.
I'm Barnaby Boulder.
Okay.
What are you?
I am a tree.
You don't have a name?
I like to go by Mossbeard, but the other
Yeah,
trees
okay.
think that's a silly name.
Well, the other trees are wrong. That's badass.
That's
You
like
hear that,
That's-
trees?
That's like
It's
a pirate.
badass.
Yeah,
That's an
Mossbeard.
awesome name. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Upon hearing that, this tree comes out and he goes, "Yeah, the trees that I know, they call me Twig Arm Branch. Twig Arm Branch."
Lame.
You just made that up, didn't you?
Yeah. Not as fierce as Mossbeard.
No, Twig Arm Branch. It's always been my name.
Is that like
Sorry,
a
too
family
hard,
name?
man.
Is that like a family name? You know, like coming from a long line of twig arms?
It's not. I'm actually an orphan tree. It's a tragic story. The rest of my kin were chopped down while I was still just a sapling. Sapling. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's sad.
You should be.
Tragic.
You should not. It's actually very rude to ask a tree about their kin. You know. The other tree behind him goes, "It's not. It's not rude at all."
I feel. Are we getting like one forest to another forest ideals? Because you guys were on the like opposite sides. Is it like, you know, like the old story of like the bat fields and the macaws, like, you know, like feuding families?
The classic bard dance, yes, of course. The two rival families. Everyone knows the story in this world, of course.
Yeah, the bat fields.
Fussing and feuding.
Mossbeard kind of steps up and goes, no, it's actually one giant forest around here. It's just a path, you know. Some dwarfs came by and just kind of chopped it down, and you know, it hurt a couple people, tree people, but that's okay, really.
Well,
It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a few tree people to make a village.
I mean, my condolences for the death of your friends.
Yeah. Some believe burning in Kinder is actually a spiritual thing, so we're not afraid of it. We're sad when we're just chopped down and left in the ground, but
Oh my god, that sounds terrible. I
the
never
other one
realized how
goes,
existentially horrifying a tree's life was.
the other one goes, yeah, you probably shouldn't just chop. You should. It's okay. Whatever. We're trees, man.
I don't know. It just seemed like more than that.
yeah, you're walking.
Well, I mean, and he just looks to Mossbeard, Twig Arm Branch, looks at Mossbeard and goes, yes, some of us have gained a basic intelligence, but after watching you folk do what you do for so long, it was time for us to do what we would like to do instead of stand.
Yeah, if you've got dreams, you gotta go after them, man.
Don't sell yourself short on basic intelligence. You guys are talking and nursing, and you guys have names. That's pretty higher level.
Yeah, actually, my cousin just told me that you guys hung out with him just a little bit ago. Us trees, we talk through the ground.
See,
That's pretty cool.
we don't. I don't talk to the ground, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. In fact, my cousin told me one of you guys set a bunch of trees on fire. Maybe it was one big tree. He said it was the shiny one, but that guy kind of looks wet as he points to Barnaby. He goes, I don't know.
Oh, well,
Yes,
it's not me.
that was an accident. He did not know how to plant properly. And if it makes you feel any better, he is no longer alive.
Oh, that's very sad. In fact, I'm sorry. Death by false tenting is actually something we keep track of, so it's good to know that.
Death by what?
Well, some people don't know how to camp properly, so it's good to know, it was a camp faulty, rather than just a oak thirsty, crazy person.
No, it was a mistake on his part.
That's good.
And Romardo sadly pet Shelly. Very sadly.
Barnaby will just put his hand on his heart and just look down and be like, being properly prepared, it wasn't there.
He'll just Mossbeard looks up into the sky, goes, he is one with the sawdust now. Anyways,
that's a lovely way of saying it.
Yeah, no, it's something we learned from a small, Anyways, so what are you guys doing in the woods?
We on our way back to this one's home city. We go to Belenormes.
Oh. Not a lot of trees there in Belenormes.
No, it's mostly bullshit from what I see.
Yeah, and bathtubs of liquor as far as the eye can see.
You guys the water there is different. My cousins by Belenormes are different than us. They're more silly and wacky, and sometimes they trip and then they're stuck on the ground until someone makes kindle of them.
So did you have any insight as to what's going on in Belenormes? Why it's so weird there?
I think it's from some of the booze that just gets spilt into the soil. You would think a drink or two, but when it's bathtub sized, it makes quite a different impact.
That was had an impact.
Oh, that's great.
Silly trees.
Honestly, Shiva, I don't think it's your fault. I can't see you spilling that tub of booze. It's far too precious to you.
That's true. I make sure every drop is used.
I think it's more of like when one of the buildings falls, one of those things. You know about that belly nomi about that Nomi-esque place. There's something kind of different there, isn't there, huh?
I mean, yeah.
I've never
There-
been.
There's a bunch of weird shit.
There's like a whole section underground where I can't talk to my cousins, they can't talk to me, and they have to go through different cousins, and those cousins gotta go around to different cousins. It's like a weird game of telephone, and you never quite get, the right words. It's almost like there's something blocking it.
But you can talk to them, albeit indirectly?
Oh, so imagine if I wanted to talk to you and all I had to do was throw a rock at you, but there was a wall in between us, so instead I'd have to throw, and he looks over at Twig Branch Arm, I've already forgot his name because I made it up on the spot. Twig Arm Branch. He looks at him and he goes, so let's say I have to pass it to Twig Arm Branch, and then he will have to pass it to you. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. That happens there, and that's weird. I mean, shoot, I can talk to trees on the mountaintop right now if I want to. Hey, Sappy, what's going on? And like you see him concentrate through the ground, he goes, no. Oh man, you stay classy up there, Sappy. No, I said don't do it. Oh, God. Sappy, he's something else up there.
What did he do?
Tree stuff.
Is there like a handshake that we can like in our travels that we can give to other trees, and we can have like a communication network and see what's going on around the world? Is that cool, or we're not like cool enough for tree talk?
I mean, are you a tree?
I'm green.
And at this point, Twig Arm Branch does step up and goes, I am a tree, so I can, but it's not cool if you guys do it. No, it's like a tree thing, right? Isn't that right, Mossbeard?
Oh, I didn't realize it was like an appropriation thing if we did it.
Well, it's more of like you've got to be like, you got to be in the ground, and like you got to spread out your vines and.
But could we like ask like other trees and see how you guys are doing? And how other parts of the world are doing?
I mean, how was you guys came from Pinewood Pass up there?
Yeah.
How was it up there?
It was very weird in time. We got to see trees grow, trees die, and we met your cousin before we got into that, so he seemed okay. He was a little, bristly. Oh, no, I don't know that. Sorry. But apparently we met your cousin. But, the trees seemed okay. We didn't talk to them because I didn't know we could talk to trees.
Yeah. Did you have good bowel movements while you were there?
I try to keep a good constitutional. Good BM is always important.
You see how that could get kind of weird? Just asking people like personal stuff.
Well, I understand.
I mean, I'm a pretty nice tree, but there's some trees that if you ask, to talk to other trees, it would get a little offensive. I just want to try to put that in perspective,
Like, which are the most rude trees? Like oak, pine, redwood? Like, what do you think?
See, like that's probably something maybe you don't like.
I just didn't want to like offend anyone.
Yeah, but in not offending,
All right.
some trees you kind of offended all trees.
Oh, gotcha. Well, all right. No offense. Just trying to learn.
Like what kind of species of two-leg walkers are the nicest? I heard those orcs are real mean. Golly, hate them. See what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, we can be very mean. It's not a lie.
Oh man, that backfired. Sorry. I was trying to get you to see that was rude.
I see your point.
Oh, okay.
But like, some of the rumors are pretty true.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to figuring out what this. What'd you say your name was? Tree Arm Branch. He goes, yeah, that's my name. It's always been my name, Tree Arm Branch. They just like stare at each other for quite some time.
I guess we'll be going now.
Would you guys like to leave?
I don't want to like interrupt on tree culture.
Because Mossbeard is going to do something. But I guess as a group, would you guys like to just kind of bypass what they're doing? Would you like to like sidestep them and keep going? What do you guys want to do?
He's about to do something. Like,
I had dropped out for the last few minutes. I'm not sure what's going on. My apologies. I'm having technical issues.
Ah, a nuke! The nuke went off.
well,
It
let's just
Oh
watch.
my god. What game was I playing?
Modern Warfare Tabletop Edition? They probably do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that would actually. Wait a minute.
That's like, hang on, pen and paper time, right?
That's where we're gonna watch what Mossbeard does.
He seems like a trustworthy fellow.
He was about to investigate Twig Arm Branch.
I mean, Romardo wants to know what's up with him too.
Okay. Mossbeard goes to poke him in the chest, and you hear Twig Arm Branch go, "Hey, stop it, you creep!" And he pokes him. And your guys' first rolls, what were they? Those first of the two D8s.
I got 6.
8, 6.
And I think my first one was a 6 as well.
I forgot that you guys all automatically have succeeded. Damn it. You guys...
We rolled hard.
Yep. You guys all succeeded on both rolls. Okay, so I don't even have to think anymore. That's good. Mossbeard pokes into Tree Arm Branch, and where you would imagine like two pieces of wood poking each other sounds like a dunk. You hear a like a mushy, jello-y sound.
That's not a
That's not normal.
Tree Arm Branch goes, "Hey, stop that." He goes, Mossbeard goes, "I told you you weren't a tree. What are you?"
Can Romardo run up and poke him?
Absolutely, go for it. He's going to actively like swat you away. So roll a dexterity.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
like, not to hurt him, but he's just trying to like poke.
Oh yeah, roll a dexterity. Let's see what happens here. He rolled a 2.
Can I try and roll at the same time? I want to try and poke him too.
Hell yeah. The pokes are happening.
Barnaby's just like writing this down in his journal. And it's just like,
You got a +2 to your dex, eh?
What? I'm gonna poke the shit out of him. Hold up.
I rolled a 9 for my poke.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Why am I wasting that roll on a poke? I'm gonna need that for something later.
Oh my god.
That's a 9.
Oh my goodness.
We poked the shit out of him.
The dice gods, I think, are in my favor tonight because you're wasting all the good ones right now on figuring out what's going on with Tree Arm Branch. Okay, so a thing happens. Barnaby, what were you saying?
he's just, writing down all the things he learned about tree culture.
Okay. It's
And
good to know.
I was gonna just stand next to Mossbeard.
Okay. So everyone is
We like
in a position.
we like fly at him Naruto style, like pincer attack him and poke him.
So his giant tree hand goes to hit you guys, not aggressively, just like a push, but you guys duck it because he's like 12 feet tall, if not taller. You duck it and you get to his legs and you grab them and they're just smushy. They're like a sponge that's already wet and you thought it was dry, so you grabbed it aggressively and you just squeezed it and all the soap and water just fell out and you're like, ew, gross. That's what he feels like.
Oh, what the fuck is this on my hand?
I'm gonna keep doing it.
This is gross. What the fuck, dude?
Hey, man, like, I don't just go around grabbing. All right. Okay. Well,
You were on a tree.
I guess I'm done being a tree. And this guy who I was just talking about earlier takes the space that twig branch arm is. And thank God I can get rid of him because I can't ever remember what I accidentally named him.
I said, yeah, man, why don't the stream load on my phone?
You not allowed. What I described it as earlier is a Eskimo-esque version of what was his name? Taylor Lochner? Lochner?
Hey, Lochner.
Lochner, yeah. That's what he looks like to me if you zoom in. Anyways, he appears there and he goes, "Oh, hello. I'm not a tree."
Like, you're definitely not a tree.
Oh, that was weird. That was cool though.
Thank you. I consider myself a thespian.
There's no shame in
Anyways,
that.
no. It's a great deal of cool. Sometimes I get paid, but sometimes I don't.
I just didn't know what the word meant.
A thespian is an actor. I act, not for a living, because no one pays me.
Lesbian too.
Sorry, did you call me a what?
A lesbian?
No, a thespian with a
A lesbian.
nope, with a th. Try
le-
this one. A
le-
thespian.
le-
Nope, you're getting close. You know what? Let me describe myself in a different manner. Some people have called me a doppelganger. Some people have called me a mimic. Others have called me shapeshifter. And the dumbest of dumb call me a mirror person guy. So you take your pick.
Mirror person guy. That has a ring to it.
It doesn't. In fact, those were hill tribe people. And they spoke ooga booga. You know, they weren't smart.
MPG, mirror person guy.
No, I don't want that.
That is like really
don't-
great.
Well, it's because they don't speak any common, so they try to make up words. I had to teach them the word for mirror.
MPG. 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 You're just getting excited about it.
He's just sad. He's sad. He goes, anyways, I heard you guys coming. I thought you were bandits. I heard there are bandits in this, area. So I tried to be a tree.
I mean, that's a pretty good trick.
Thanks.
Would you say his magic powers should do it?
In fact, I've always just done it,
Really?
Yeah. In fact, I woke up as just a notebook. I was notebook for very long. All I knew was notebook. All I knew was paper. Every now and then someone put a large pencil or ink and things were on me. And then I was like, I don't like this. No, I don't think anyone ever did that. There's a lot of scribbling. I'd like to believe I was a
I'm
wizard's
sure they can
notebook.
do that.
I'm certain it was a wizard. Actually, at this point, I'll be positive in saying it was a wizard.
Is that why, like, you were like MPG, and it gives you a wizard that gave you the powers?
I don't. I think I've always. I just didn't know what I was when I woke up. I think I was just, oh, I'm a notebook. And then one day I was like, wait, I'm more than a notebook. I'm a cabinet. And I was a cabinet for a while.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't like being a cabinet.
Well, yeah.
Maybe I think this guy might be a notebook.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. But now I consider myself thespian.
I'm just gonna like walk up to him and start writing things down.
I mean, they do
Like
kinda
on him?
They kind of
It's like
stick.
you're writing on him.
It sticks. It really does. What did you write?
I'm lesbian.
It's gonna be there for so long. It's gonna. Not if I do this. And he just like moves that to his stomach and moves his stomach out to his arm. And he goes, "Ha ha! I have bested you in a game of wits."
Oh,
We'll all know you're a lesbian.
How many people put things in you?
On, not in. It's well, I was a cabinet.
Yeah, you were a cabinet dude.
I was a cabinet for about 3 years. So
That's pretty violating, you know. I'm sorry.
I truly never thought of it like that. I kind of thought of it as if I was just holding there like this, with my arms kind of cradled, and they would put something in there, and then I'd close it real fast. These are the reasons why a notebook becomes a cabinet, and then a cabinet becomes a person, and then a person becomes a tree. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like people usually take this much more seriously than we are. I apologize.
Usually people just go, ah, 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 and then they like get torches and maybe like when they're holding a butter knife and the table just disappears and turns into a person naked on their kitchen floor and they try to stab it, Usually that's how they actually react. So you guys are doing quite well.
That's a violation of trust. That person thought they had a table, and now it's a naked dude.
I mean,
who wants to butter their toast on a naked dude pretending
if
to
you
be at a table?
if you never knew,
They paid money for you.
I mean, you guys got me at a loss, if I'm being honest. Usually, like I said, people usually just attack me with a sort of object and I run away and whatever I see I become just out of fright. There's this one time I turned into a rock and there were no rocks in sight. I don't know why I did it, and they were just like, hey, where'd that rock come from? Ah, that's probably the naked guy, and they started beating me up again.
Can you when you transform, do you when you're a table, you automatically are naked, or do you have clothes on?
Honestly, I just don't wear a lot of clothes. When I was younger, when I was first realizing I was more than just notebook and cabinet and table and rock,
yeah,
I didn't get clothes.
Yeah, people do not appreciate a random naked person in their house, especially when it was their table.
That's why I wear this hoodie even when it's 210 degrees, It's never been that hot, if I'm being honest.
Is that a real hoodie, or is that hoodie just you?
Oh, okay. Well, that's me, but...
Oh, that's a good question.
So you're currently kind of naked now.
But I'm trying not to be.
Naked.
Yes.
I'm trying to wear... Yeah, I'm trying to look not naked.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Can you make yourself look like Ramardo?
Oh, he goes, yeah. Mossbeard goes, I'm going to go back to being a tree now.
Bye, Mossbeard.
Bye.
Lord of the Harbor.
He just goes back to his spot. But yeah, I can totally look just like you. And he'll just like move around and like it looks like bubblegum popping over and over, and then he turns into you. In fact, we
Can
can
I do some kind of roll to see if Ramardo could have paid attention and figured out what the hell he's doing to is this a magic thing or is he like not human? I'm trying to figure out how he's shape shifting.
Roll me intelligence. Let's see what you get.
Come on, Romardo. Be smart.
Dun dun
1
dun.
plus 2. Does Romardo smart? That's a 9.
Blowing
Yeah.
all the good rolls right here. Yeah, it's you can get the sense it is magic, but it's also like his own magic. Like he is the magic. So it's definitely like his ability solely, and like his physical body can contain some magic of some sort.
That's pretty cool. You're a special guy.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm a special guy. That's not. I'm like I said, I'm working on the act. I'm a thespian. I'm trying my best.
He's okay. If you listen to Romardo for a day or two, you'll get
Is
it.
that your name? Thespian?
Yeah. I'm sorry your parents kicked you out.
It's well, the parents. I don't really ever had. I'm gonna answer the other question actually, because that's one's a toughie. My name's not Thespian, but it could be. Should we start calling me Thespian? I like Thespian.
What about
Be prepared for her to not say it right.
yeah? What about Fabian?
Oh, I hate that.
Oh,
I'm actually not a fan of that.
all right. Well, I try to get the end sounds too, because you could be Fabian the Thespian. That sounds good.
Oh, I like that. That has a ring.
Hmm.
That has a ring, MPG.
It does.
I almost rather prefer MPG actually. What if we put some vowels in between those letters and made a name out of it?
Fabian the lesbian. That's so
Oh,
good.
man. I think we've decided definitely not Thespian, just for that joke alone, and Fabian's out of the question.
All right. Let's see. How about
Mapborg. Mapborg? Nope, that's a bad one. We'll figure it out, because we're on the road together. Right, guys?
what about Claymore?
It's not bad.
Yeah, because you're like clay, and you're more than meets the eye.
Oh, that's good. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That's a cool one.
I'm going to just tell you guys, I don't know how you knew that's actually been my name forever now.
Or like MPG, what about like Megatron?
Uh,
That's taken. That was a friend way back in day. Yeah.
I'm also
Claymore's pretty good.
I'm okay with it. It's not bad. I'm also working on a good voice. You know, I've been practicing all my different voices for this, and I would like to maybe pick something different. You know, to work on my acting skills.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Claymore.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Claymore the Thespian.
Thespian. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the other thing. Anyways, friends, what direction were we heading? Because, you know, they're always looking for
I feel like
actors.
you should have an Australian. I feel like that would be good.
What was that?
You should have an Australian accent.
In Australian. I've never heard of this Australian.
You know, I think they're from down under, like the disc. I don't know.
Well, why don't you sample it for me and I'll try my best to copy it. Give me a short phrase, I could say.
I'm
did
no
it.
good at voices, guys.
Was that good?
It was very good.
Thank
You did
you.
it.
I'm not the one who laid the trap. I'm waiting for you to do an Australian accent.
What? You guys didn't see that one coming?
I think they like barbecuing.
Oh man.
I mean, If you want to come with us, we are going to Belanomisk.
What? You what? Why? What? That seems suicidal. Why are you going there?
We're kind of
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
We're going to go visit our buddy. We're going to take a trip to the library, go find out some stuff.
Yeah.
You have friends in
Probably
what are you guys
5
crazy?
days. I think 5 days we're gonna hang out there. Maybe longer for the library.
We're talking about the same Belanomisk, right? The one that is like ruins and filled with like mutants.
Fair.
What?
Aye.
I don't know. Claymore, you may fit in Bellanomus. You can change and just look like however you want. They'll probably welcome you.
I'm mistrusting
You,
of
there's
you
stuff-
all now.
I guarantee you there's stuff you can change into that you've never seen before.
That's true. And really improve your act.
Let's just say I feel uncomfortable going into Belanomos. Could I possibly maybe shapeshift into a spade and hide on one of your guys' backs?
Well, not me. I already got a shovel.
What about bracelet? And I could go on her wrist.
Oh, can you be my liar? And then I can smash you over people?
I would prefer you not. No.
You could be a horse. You can give Tiffany some company, or me. I don't know if Tiffany would like you being a horse. I don't know how Tiffany feels about that.
Oh. What if I don't tell you what I guys turn into and you have to find me? It's like a game.
What if you become a cool hat?
I would love to be a cool hat.
Yeah, Margo's is love too.
Like a giant captain's hat with a big feather.
Would anyone like a giant captain's hat with a big feather?
Romardo, I think you really want that.
So badly.
You mean something like this? And he just like flattens out and like hammers on the ground and then starts bubbling and popping. It turns into a large pirate hat with a feather on it.
Oh my god, yes.
People are gonna think you're a commodore and you got like a fleet of ships.
Can you add like at least a couple more feathers to make it like 10 times more flamboyant?
Yeah.
Bubble, 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 pop, 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 pop. Flowers.
Beautiful.
I could do it. I have to try and be a little bit more quiet now that I'm a hat.
That's
Margo like scoops it up, puts it on. He just like looks at Barnaby and Shava. He's like, "Does it look good?"
Yeah.
This is not even the strangest thing that has happened. Like in the last 2 days.
So
It looks
much,
like if Elton John were a hat.
so much I want
Yes.
to really update this mini.
I've heard about Ellie and John. Ellie and John is quite the dancer, if you ask me. Actually,
He's
Some
a national
say-
treasure.
some say his singing is so-so, but his ability to dance is actually outrageous.
I heard he was.
I
the
hear it's
spirit.
inspired the names of generations.
I heard. You know what? I shouldn't be telling you this. I once decided to be a spear, and I was hanging out with a bunch of guards one day as a spear, and they're like, "Hey, let's change all our names legally to one of Ellie and John's most famous songs that he interprets through dance." And the
Yes.
elite,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
the elite force actually changed their name. So
That's beautiful. I love how much Ellie and John comes up in this game.
It's the culture.
what would we do? I'm actually quite inspired by him. I really want to. I'm a hat. I shouldn't be talking. I should practice being a hat, shouldn't I? Anyways.
He's always
I
branding.
mean, more rhinestones.
Do you remember where you? Do you remember where you were when you was hanging out with those soldiers?
With the soldiers, it was just after I was a chair for about 2 months. Where was that? It was in a castle. I don't think it was a big castle because I could always see the walls. But every time I looked up as a chair, I just saw more castle. So, is it like a tall, pointy castle?
No, I bet we could probably like, you know, the it'd be interesting. We can probably like have a show, and we can just be like, at turn into tree person, and then Claymore just turns into a tree person. It's like a magic trick.
That sounds like I'm doing a lot of work.
All right, well,
And you guys get to like look cool, and I get to be a hat.
Is it hard for you to like change?
No, sometimes actually I sneeze and I change accidentally. It's that easy.
oh goodness, all those feathers.
Don't worry. I'm only allergic to grass.
Well, shall we continue our way with our hat and to Bellinomisk?
And Romardo like climbs up in the cart. He's like doing the Captain Morgan pose on the side of it.
On the side of Shelly.
No, over Shelly. He's not putting his boot on Shelly.
You guys have like probably 4 or 5 days of travel to get back to Bellinomisk. So if there's anything you guys want to do in that amount of time, Ramar, though, I know you were interested in the Shelly backpack situation.
Oh yeah.
Shava, Kraken, or Barnaby, sorry. Anything you guys would like to do?
Barnaby will just like grease and maybe try to fix Shelly, because like maybe if he sees any of the language he's read in the letter, and maybe it gives something to help him try to fix him.
Okay. All right. So what I would need from you two are both roles. Ramar, though, what are you trying to do exactly?
I'm trying to get into that backpack.
Okay. So I honestly, both of you guys would be rolling intelligence at this point. So if you guys want to roll that, we can talk about it. Shava, what are you doing?
Is there anything I can drink?
Oh man, you guys definitely got bread and cheese. But there are no drinks, unfortunately.
Okay. So,
occasionally you would find like some river water that you guys, I assume, would like boil and drink, but like drinks, nothing.
yeah, no alcohol.
And get the shakes.
That's a shame. All right, so
Romardo has stuff.
Bernardo does have stuff.
Romardo does have stuff. I would rather just like try and do drills with the shapeshifter and
Okay.
like just try and like do charades with him almost.
You
Kind of
bet.
like yell stuff out. Be like, can you do a olive oil bottle? Do a rocking horse.
Olive oil bottle, and he like puts his hand up and then shifts into the bottle.
The oven.
An oven. He like his arms come out of the olive bottle and like forms like a square and then oven.
Awesome.
That's honestly pretty fucking cool.
I feel like I could spend a lot of time just doing that with him.
If you want to spend your 4 or 5 days of travel with him practicing that, you can add an ability called Common Bond.
Ooh.
And you will gain 1, and that is an instant automatic. He will come to your rescue as what you ask him to be.
Aww.
Holy shit. That's really cool. This guy's going through like a grueling '80s training montage with his paper for the whole.
Hearts on
Oh.
He
fire.
couldn't be more excited about it. In fact, Sheva, for your common bond, what is your like go-to like I'm in trouble word?
Megazord activate.
Done. Make sure you write that down. Done with this note. This is live action role playing right here, friends. I'm taking real life sticky notes.
This is what tabletop gaming is about, people. Megazord activate.
So.
Done. The note is taken. All right. With that montage over, Claymore, kind of like stretches out flat like a pancake, and he goes, "Oh, that was what I needed." True, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really change into a lot of things. I kind of change into whatever looks or like it's around me. So I needed that. I needed that quite a bit.
Just a little mental exercise. I'm kind of bored of this now, though.
Oh,
So, I mean, powers are infinitely cool and all, but I have the attention span of a goldfish.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna wander off now.
Okay, it was super cool of you to like help me with my train. Oh, you're gone. Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Oh yeah, bye.
Oh, bye.
I meant to say bye or okay. With that, Ramardo, Barnaby, what did you guys roll?
Rolled a total of a 3.
Nice. 3's good.
So do we have like a couple days to work at this sort of thing?
You do.
Romardo wants to try an experiment to see if it like can give him advantage or if he can learn quicker. He wants to like each day he wants to use the clone ability and have like multiple Romardos work on it.
Oh, that's a good use of clone ability. Yeah, so roll for the first day, roll 2d8. Barnaby, you are going to be stacking your intelligence here. So you're at 3 right now. What you get with 3 so far is a lot of it is like written. Like now that you see the notes that you saw earlier that kind of tells the story of Dr. Shelley, there are actual like labels and like a very weak manual underneath all of that. It's just going to take some time to actually figure that out.
Oh, Barnaby's up for the challenge.
Okay. So let's jump over to Romardo's first day. How'd it go?
I rolled a 6 and a 4.
That's good. What are you looking at?
He's basically just trying to figure out any way to like spring it open.
The backpack.
Mm.
Yep. The good news is, you're kind of, I'll say it's your clone that fumbles, but he's like jamming like a screwdriver, like in between an area, and he's just kind of pushing down to see if he can pop it open, and it pops open, but then the bit of the screwdriver goes into the clone's head, and he's staring there, and there's blood going down his face, and he's like, and he drops.
He's just clutching his own head in agony. Just
Yep. I would say it almost feels like someone is hitting you with a feather over and over. Maybe it's your hat. It's just hitting you with a feather over and over right there, right between the eyes. If you had a unibrow, you wouldn't anymore.
These clones are doomed as soon as I make them.
But the shoulder strap does kind of come off, and you can like look inside, but that's about it.
Oh. Can I at least see what he was carrying around in there?
It's pretty dark, and it's dark outside now. So,
Yeah, that can wait then.
okay. Day 2. Kraken, you're at 3. Roll again. Romardo, would you bring up 1 clone, or would you bring up 2 clones? What do you think?
Oh,
Let me
nice.
see.
Okay.
I need to check how many points I have in Quick Learner here.
Okay. It's gonna reset every day because you guys are more than likely actually getting a rest. So.
Okay, where is it?
The good news is Barnaby with a total of 12. Things are starting to make sense. You're able to see warning labels. Some of them say Assaultron, do not tamper. Tampering is against the law. Being against the law will have an Assaultron sent upon you. You have been warned.
Oh,
That is what you have read so far.
oh goodness. He's a Shelley now, so I assume that's not breaking the law. And like, Barnaby's gut just kind of gurgles in his heart's like patting real fast.
Oh no, I break the law.
Well, it's already tampered with, and things have happened because the note said, Dr. Shelley turned him to Shelley, and now I think he preferred to be a healer. Oh goodness! But I want the robot back. He was a good guy. He liked camping.
Okay.
I think you're okay. You're not the first one to tamper with him.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you're aiming to get a 20 overall there, Barnaby.
Okay.
So you're currently at 12. 20 will get you literally everything you need to know about this creature.
Okay.
I am going to say an event does happen either on the 4th or 5th day.
All right.
Romardo, day 2. How many clones are you using?
Day 2. Day 2, Romardo he'll summon 2 clones, but he'll send 1 to help Barnaby.
Oh.
Ooh, Barnaby, roll a d4 and add that to your total.
Okay. Come on. 2. So I'm at 14. All right.
14. Okay. And Romardo, roll 2d8. Let's see how you do with this backpack. And describe how you and Clone are attempting to get into this backpack.
Romardo's got thieves' tools on him, so he's like trying to kind of like work the hinges or find a catch or so just like how the hell, but the opening mechanism on this thing and then the joints of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. +2, so a 7 and a 6.
Ooh, okay. What's
They
the
were
fumble
smart
and
today.
who fumbles?
The clone's gonna fumble
Oh no, the clone fumbles.
right as like they're about to kind of like I don't know whatever they discover. He just like one of his tools slips and hits this weird like semi-exposed wire inside Shelley, and it just turns out to be live. So the clone just like fries and then collapses dead in front of her heart.
Okay, so we'll say like you have this side of Shelly open, and like you can see like a tube that is clearly like one of those doctor like pharmacy suction tubes, and then you can see the backpack where like small materials are being made inside the backpack, and the clone kind of reaching and goes, "Whoa! Did you see that? You see what that one is doing?" And
Oh my god! Barnaby, it's happened again!
Oh gosh. Like I don't know what this is doing to your psyche, buddy. Like you're seeing yourself die several times.
the third Romardo like grabs Barnaby's shoulder and goes, "Yeah, I wonder what this does to a man's mental mental, and like just melts slowly in front of you guys.
Oh, God, your clones only being a couple hours old, they can't handle it. Oh, gosh.
Ricardo just like very shakily pulls out a joint. Like the guy just trying to light it, like he barely get his hands trembling back and forth.
Barnaby writes this
It's fine.
down.
I'm getting used to it, I think. It's fine. It's fine.
The melted Romardo, a little bubble pops, and he goes, melting. That's what you hear from the bubble.
And Ricardo feels all of this, right?
Oh, yeah. No, your skin literally feels like it's liquid cheese for a little bit, and then it goes back to normal.
Oh God.
You have like super gross, bad nacho farts all night. But day 3, Kraken, go ahead and make a roll, unless Romardo's going to give you another clone.
I'll send. Yeah, the day 3 he'll make 2 clones and he'll send one to help Barnaby.
Okay.
Roll. Nice. And then
Nice.
I'll roll that d4. Oh,
Boom.
just 21.
21. It's all you needed right there.
Yeah.
We're going to say it takes you all of day 3 to learn this. So let's see what Romardo and Clone do before I tell you what's happening.
All right.
Those are 2 10s.
Ooh, that's definitely what you wanted. That's for sure. And there's definitely no sarcasm behind what I'm saying here. Yeah, so you and Clone, I mean, you and Clone kind of already did all the dirty work. But now you and new Clone kind of just are able to kind of slowly, meticulously get everything off this backpack. And Shelly is now left like a turtle without a shell. And you being Romardo, you're holding the backpack. The Clone is like looking over the back of Shelly, and he goes, "Huh, that's interesting." And like you guys are looking down, and yeah, there's like a suction that like goes to each one of the hands. And I mean, obviously, there's plenty of wiring that goes into Shelly. And then Romardo looking at the backpack, you see a small factory that is like, it prepares the healing darts, it prepares, the bullets and whatnot. And the bullet section is just jammed, and the healing dart section is just completely open.
So they're just making more little darts in there?
The other Romardo goes, I guess he's just kind of making more darts, yeah. He must make his own stuff.
Just out of curiosity, how long has the other Romario clone been around for at this point?
It's getting a little dark. Like the sun's not quite setting, so like he goes, yeah, you really must be like his own stuff.
Before he starts melting, Romario's just gonna kind of like clap him on the shoulder, and go like, "We did it, man! We did it! You're such a good friend." But like in the middle of that sentence, he's just gonna like shoot him with a crossbow from like point blank.
Gee, thanks, man. I was really thinking by the end of the boom.
Trying to be
And, like Romario's like holding him all the way to the ground, and he's just like, "It's better this way. It's better this way."
He just like bubbles sounds come out of his mouth.
Oh God! Shoot him again! Shoot him again until the boat. It was supposed. I need to get a fucking gun. It was supposed to be quick.
We never got a General Puns or Commander Pun. Or did his gun go away? I thought we had that.
Romardo has Shelly's 2 6-shooters.
Oh.
I was
No
so
one picked up
preoccupied with
puns.
Shelly. I never thought about Pun. I forgot about him as soon as he died.
Barnaby, you and also you and other clone are kind of looking over the schematics, and he's like pointing out symbols that look like other symbols, but maybe are just in a different, like handwriting or something. So you guys are able to piece your two notes together. And yeah, you get a section that says reset, shifting this robot to reset will shut off his activation, give options for personality changes, will also deposit any items that it has on hand, and leaves it vulnerable for up to 24 hours before resetting back to its default setting.
So the reset, be like if we reset him, it'll be permanent.
It like it says, it will drop everything it has in whatever personality it was.
Oh.
And within 24 hours, if optional, if it is still an operating unit, will go back to default, where you can like change its settings and personality and whatnot.
Okay. Well, all right. If he's operational, so we got to get Shelly operational, so we can go back to default and bring Shelly back.
I will say, Shelly still makes itemy sounds inside of Shelly.
Itemy sounds. Oh god, I'm gonna start feeling bad about this. I'm like digging into him now.
I mean, if you want to stick your hand in Shelly, you might find stuff.
Oh, I don't know. I might wait for that. I might make a clone to it.
Is there like a power source for Shelly?
Shelly always seemed to be more active when it was sunny out. You guys would all kind of know that, but
All right. How is what's like? How is the current days? Have they been cloudy? Have they been sunny?
they've been pretty sunny.
Yeah,
Not too bad. You guys are
is there
walking through. Every now and then the sun's blocked by like mountainous pass, but pretty
Is
nice
there,
outside.
Do we is there any like a limit or a gauge that shows like any power?
There's not, but Shelly did spark once, and then a bunch of smoke came out of it for a while.
Okay. Well, would Barnaby like deduce that he was trying to power up?
It's either that or the two Romardos may have done something and caused that to happen.
Okay. All right.
But with that, it's day 4. Would anyone like to do anything before day 4? Kind of, it would be towards nighttime. So Barnaby, the clone of Romardo, goes, "We did it! Hey, we cracked the," and his eyes start to just get bigger and bigger, and like the rest of his body gets way skinnier and raisin-like, and just explodes.
Well, before he explodes, Barnaby just pushes him off the cart. He's like, I didn't want that on me.
Dust and clone goo just.
Yeah.
A very bad LeBron meme happened just now.
Yeah. Barnaby, if he's like don't have any like electrical like tools or anything, so he doesn't know how to patch up Shelly. So he's like, "Oh, Shelly, if I turn you on, you're just gonna be sparking. And I don't know how to do all that stuff."
You all have been with Shelly for the better portion of 3 days. There are things that are just missing now in Shelly.
Oh.
Like there's clearly like a section where like you see on the schematics that says motor, and you like look inside Shelly and there's just not a motor there. There's wires that have like burnt all the way to the edges.
Yeah. Barnaby's like, I don't know. We gotta find a part shop or a bunch like a robot junkyard to fix Shelly.
Okay.
He is missing parts. and a
How the
back.
hell was he running?
Well, I think I don't think traveling through time was very good for Shelley.
No, no, that did a real number on him.
Yeah, I saw them turn to dust. That was pretty.
It was sad. It was sad.
Yeah. Well, at most after after our maybe a good stay in Bellanomis, we take them to the well, I guess.
So are
Like a
we
proper
just not
burial?
going to talk about your friends that died? The guys that look just like you? I mean, I'm just a hat, and I'm just trying to be a hat as best I can, but that was gruesome.
Just like very sharply remarks, like, no, we do not talk about them.
Okay, I just wanted to be on the same page, notebook, same page as everyone else, you know.
I just assume it's magic, and like it just runs out, and then they go. Like they're not really. They are Romardo, but they're not really Romardo, and they're just like helpers.
Okay, I
That's
mean,
why, yeah. Like
I'm not against it.
he shriveled up. And, like there's powdered Romardo clone down the way now.
Yeah, no, I watched that one with the eye socket thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I figured it's not really like a flesh and blood individual. Well, I don't know. It's just goo.
wait a minute, you killed you killed yourself, basically. You know, I'm
Yeah.
just a hat. Hats don't talk. You know what? I'm just gonna be hat, leather,
Remy,
leather.
you
It's
did
better for them to go quickly.
you did shoot him. That's like, how are you doing with all this? This is like you shot yourself. It may not have been yourself, but it was a person that looked like you. I've been jotting this down in my notebook, and
Like, Romardo's face looks the same, but his eyes are like 10 years older.
a 1,000-yard stare. Like, yeah,
Yeah, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh.
Yep.
The good news is, Romardo, you don't have to answer that because somewhere off in the distance, you just hear a get off me! I'll punch you! I'll punch you! Get away from me, you freaks! You guys can hear someone shrieking in the distance.
Oh, look, a convenient distraction from this awkward conversation. We should investigate immediately, Hats.
Barnaby jots that down in his journal.
The good news is you guys are already past the perception that I made you guys roll for ahead of time. So I don't have to make a bunch of sounds. I can just show you what's happening. Here is what you guys see off in the distance. Brand new map. You have now noticed you guys are surrounded by much more foliage. There are some large mushrooms growing, just kind of wildly. But most importantly, way over here, there seem to be 3 bandits. Bandit Billy, Bandit Nile, and Bandit Traper are all attacking a young lady who I swear to God I didn't realize was super terrifying. I thought she was just like some princess looking lady. Then I zoomed in on her face and it is definitely not what I thought it was. So ignore the terrifying face. But they all seem to be kind of cornering and attacking this young lady.
Well, oh goodness, that is not okay. Are we heroes or just keeping on our way?
I'm a hat.
Yes, you are.
I mean, it's kind of nice to have something that's like a clear moral decision for once.
This is your chance to be the big good guy.
I know, and he's like self-consciously like scrubbing at the bad tattoo on his arm. It won't come off.
Like, I believe like we could help. We're a team. We're a coin. I think.
I mean, Jet, get your shovel, man.
All right.
Everybody's like hopping off the cart, pulling out his crossbow, like just walking over.
All right.
Barnaby takes out his shoulder or his shovel and goes, "Well, like it's," and then he like feels the serrated edge. And he's like, "Oh, that Thar guy, real good job."
And with that, I will give you guys all one action. You guys can either listen in, you can advance your position or move, or you can try like a range attack if you have a range attack. So what would everyone like to do?
Barnaby will listen.
Okay. Ramar though?
I think Armada will try to approach, or like kind of stealthily.
Okay. I would say you
He's
could
not
also
thinking
cast
straight.
a
He's had a bad
spell,
few days.
technically. So,
Yeah, he's not thinking straight. He's had a bad few days. This is like a welcome distraction.
okay. And last but not least, what is Sheva doing?
She's muted, but she said she was gonna like listen in as well.
Okay. So, Ian, how far does Ramardo go up?
I think he would like keep going until like not very far because he would notice the other two were hanging back. So he was like, "Let's go get him!" Guys, okay.
Oh, I'd probably like be 10 feet behind Romardo, like walking, so I can get closer and listen.
Nate, would you mind dropping down to like looking eye level with it? Because Ian, there are some things you can kind of hide behind and move to. If you'd like, there are some tree branches that are kind of sticking up. There are some mushrooms that are like 10 feet tall, or there's just tall grass. So if you want to give me like a spot. In the shrooms?
Yeah, take shelter in the shrooms.
Okay, there are some shrooms over towards your far right.
Green shroom?
And there are some shrooms way up close to where they're at. It's up to you.
Signs?
Not the ones way up close to the other ones.
Okay. So I will. There were supposed to be actually a lot more. I don't know why there's not more. So I'll put one right there for you.
Shroom.
You thought the shrooms or your ally?
I'm a spectator. I don't know why.
Just the shrooms.
You just got to change your color. How about yellow? There you go.
I'm not getting any option. Oh, now I'm. There we go.
Yeah. You just got to change your color. Yeah, so, Nate, you can move Barnaby, who's definitely out there right now. Here's Barnaby. I'll take the Kraken, and you can have Barnaby. Technical difficulties. Okay. And then Sheva is going to listen. All right. So how far are you going to move Barnaby, Nate?
I'm going to just kind of get over and be over here.
Okay. Which Claymore is with Ramardo. Okay. You hear the ranger in back, and he goes, "We know your secret. You can't get away from us. You're gonna have to give us the money, and you're gonna have to give it to us now." And the other two, Billy, you can just hear him go, "The money." And Tarper just doesn't say anything because you guys can't see what his face is doing. The young lady like backs up to the tree and she grabs it. She goes, My friends will hear about this. You just wait. I don't have any other money on me, but they'll know what you did if you do anything. And they all get a little bit creepily closer. And that is where we will stop for the night.
Dun, dun, dun.
Some lady in the tall grass has appeared, and bad guys are also
Horrifying lady.
Yeah, oh my gosh. She is really scary. Like, half of her face is normal, the other half is super scary. It's not okay. It's not. I will find a better not scary mini for next week.
What mini is this?
Oh, she's like crying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. I don't like it. I legit thought it was like a princess thing, and then like I was making sure everything was set up, ready to go, and I was like, whoa, not okay. Also, her name is Lily Copperhill. Lily Copperhill. Anyways.
He looks over to Romardo like, I may need you to like hit me real hard.
Oh, you'll think we need justice?
Oh, well. He's just like, oh, a damsel in distress, or I don't know, hopefully, I don't know. I don't want to judge the situation, but there's 3 against 1. That's just not good.
No, it is kind of his thing.
Yeah, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd be disappointed if we did not, you know?
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah, like as they're talking, Romardo's just gonna like slap part of the
like I said, with that, we're gonna close it out for the night. We'll pick up here sometimes next week.
Bash me against the temple.
I hope it works. Me didn't just like sucker punch Barnaby for no reason.
He just goes this whole fight with like a handprint on his face. It stops the fight. The bandit's like, "Hey man, what's up with your face?"
Did you put powder on your hands first?
I was really hoping the guy, the far mightier guy would come out, but I guess it's just me now.
Along the hat guy, Claymore's like slapping you two every now and then, like, I like this game.
My hat is hitting me.
But yeah, this has been date night. I hope you guys had fun. Thanks for joining us. I am DM Matt, not trapped in a van. Right? I'm not trapped in a van. Isn't that right, Ian, playing Romardo?
Eat the McDonald's.
Okay.
Do you want a Happy Meal or not?
I do, Nate, playing the Kraken. I do. And Shafa playing Shava. I'll make sure not to spill any ketchup.
We said eat the whole Happy Meal. That includes the toy.
Even the plastic toy.
Yes.
Horrible skin aside. This has been date night. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun, and that's all that matters. We will see you guys next week. Bye.